Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Yoleno TV, and it's your favorite segment, The Big Point. TIFFA Polls released their findings yesterday, and as expected, Raila Amolo Odinga took the lead, but the lead was the margin was minimal, around about 3% lead, putting William Samoei Ruto at 39 and Raila Amolo Odinga at 42. Now, that is not the reason why we are here for analysis, but there is a particular tweet that caught my attention. You know, sometimes I always like to go through Twitter to look at the comments and look at the latest findings. But then I stumbled upon a tweet from ALFRED Mutua. By the way, ALFRED Mutua is a party leader to Maendeleo Chapchap, the current governor from Machakos County, for those who don't know. And he was formerly in Azimio before decamping to Kenya Kwanza. But again, that is not what we'd like to discuss in this analysis. There is a particular tweet that actually Dr. ALFRED Mutua posted on his Twitter handle. And this tweet was actually meant to demean the TIFFA polls that were released. So, dear ladies and gentlemen, before we delve into this tweet and see some of those responses, if you're a first-time viewer, I always like to encourage first-time viewers to subscribe to our channel. Please do so, because that is the only way you help our channel grow. And by giving us a thumbs up, YouTube gets to recommend our channel to more people. Now, let us go straight to this tweet. This is what ALFRED Mutua said. Calculated release of doctored opinion polls meant to give Azimio a reason to reject election results. ALFRED Mutua is merely trying to tell us that these opinion polls that TIFFA polls keep releasing will actually make the Azimio win, have a reason to contest the elections should they lose. What ALFRED Mutua is merely saying is that the TIFFA polls are fake. That is actually what he's trying to refer to. Now let's go to this tweet. ALFRED Mutua, after tweeting, and still persisted in his tweets because he didn't get a response that he needed. So the second tweet said, I'm a believer of opinion polls. However, what we are witnessing is a campaign to create a perception that Raila Odinga is ahead so as to soften the ground to allow for the rejection of the elections by Azimio and to force formation of a coalition government. By this, Dr. ALFRED Mutua is merely saying, actually, what I said previously is what he's trying to mean, that Raila Amolo Odinga will reject the elections because the polls have given him a lead. Now Raila Amolo Odinga might force a coalition government because he believes that he has won, because the polls already say it. Let's continue with our polls. The tweet. The tweet went further and said, similar script to that used against President Mwai Kibaki. As Kenya Kwanza, we have 3 constant pollsters who conduct both daily, village, and polling stations based on deep polls and weekly comprehensive polls. ALFRED Mutua went further and said, we know from our data that we are ahead and anticipate a win. The election at a nearly 60% of the vote. I therefore find the current opinion polls meant to propel up Raila Amolo Odinga not only inaccurate, doctored, laughable, but a desperate attempt at swaying the public. ALFRED Mutua did not get a response that he needed, so he went further and said, it is clear from the Azimio team members are attacking the iebc and complaining of the election process that they know they are doing badly. He did get a response that so he went further and said again, the reality is that with the loss of Raila's nearly 100% strongholds of Western Ukambani Coast region and Nairobi, while Dr. Ruto has consolidated his Mount Kenya Central Rift Valley stronghold and harvested by the ships by myself on Davadi, Wetangula, Kingi, and Voria. You know, Alfred Mutua believes that when he decamped to Kenya Kwanza, when Mudavadi decamped to Kenya Kwanza, same to Kingi, Kenya Kwanza got more strength. Okay, literally I could say that is not far from truth. But what Dr. Alfred Mutua is failing to understand is that there were defections from these constituent parties that actually these constituent parties back to Azimio, and that the leaders might have decamped, but the people did not decamp. So that is what Dr. Alfred Mutua fails to actually decipher. So now let's go straight to a Twitter response. You know, in the midst of all this, there is a particular response that Dr. Alfred Mutua got, and it's for a Twitter account for Silas K. Ogutu. Silas Kogutu. Now, this is what Silas had to tell Dr. Alfred Mutua. I think this shut him up completely. This is the response. You will vote for Ruto. That is one vote. While Juliani and Lillian, your ex, will vote for Baba. So, Baba has 66% between you and your ex-wife. This is the easiest opinion poll you can ever do and believe. Dr. Alfred Mutua had Lillian as his wife before the gods they actually decided to publicly separate. And you know, however messy this separation tried to play out, Dr. Alfred Mutua decided to downplay this messy breakup. Giuliani is a man who actually took Dr. Alfred Mutua's wife. So the Twitter handler is saying that ex-wife Lillian and Giuliani, who actually the person who took Dr. Alfred Mutua's wife, will vote for Baba, while Dr. Alfred Mutua will vote for Ruto. But then these are three votes. When you conduct them, you find that the two, if they vote in favor of Raila, then Raila has 66% votes. Well, Dr. Alfred Mutua will have 33% vote. So that means Baba will win. In this kind of scenario, Baba will win. Now, as we come to the end of our analysis, please, if you're a first-time viewer, I'll just encourage you to subscribe. But if you're a returning viewer, we are glad, we're actually happy that you'll be supporting our channel, you'll be viewing our videos, and we are so happy. And may God bless you. And until we meet again, have a lovely time.